Welcome to SmackDown Live, where hopefully we're about to get some sort of clarification from Brooklyn Von Braun on last week's shocking turn of events.
I am a big fan of movies. Mostly the ones I've starred in, but there are some other ones that are okay too. But in any film, my favorite part is always near the end when the villain explains their big evil plan, going over every single detail of how they pulled the wool over the stupid idiot hero's eyes. But in movies, this usually allows the hero time to escape or stop the bad guy in some way. But I'm not gonna be stopped. See, I already destroyed your idiot hero last week with the help of Samoa Joe. So now, I have all the time in the world to walk you through every single detail of my brilliant scheme. Like I said, this is my favorite part. So here we go. When I was GM, I brought Samoa Joe back fully knowing what his plans were for attacking Trey in the best-of-5 final and costing Red her title. In fact, I helped make those plans myself. Then, I gave Trey a title match against Adam Cole just so Joe could eventually take it from Trey. Sorry, Adam. After that, I inserted myself into the mixed match challenge as Trey's partner to earn his trust, giving me the opportunity to teach him the secret coquina clutch escape. Only when Joe got it on Trey, and he thought he had it all under control, those ankles weren't crossed, were they? Because it wasn't a secret anymore. I told Joe exactly what to expect, and Trey never had a chance. Now, unfortunately, to make Trey and Red think I had changed for the better, I did have to donate a bunch of money to an animal shelter. But don't worry, I purchased the shelter, kicked out all the disgusting animals, and I'm turning it into the newest location for my tanning salon chain, Brooklyn Von Braun. Which, if you ask me, is a lot more to serve the community. So right about now, your tiny brains are probably asking, but why, Brooklyn? Why would you do all of this? I did this to maintain the hierarchy. To show Red and Trey that despite what they think they've achieved in WWE, I'm the star and they're the losers. Just like it's always been. And that will never change. Anyway, I've spent way too much time talking about those rejects, so let's discuss what's next for the American hero. New trademark lawsuit pending. Well, I have some big news to share. I'm a champion. You see, I recently talked to WWE management about bringing back a title from the past, and they agreed I was the perfect superstar to award it to. So I'd like to present to you your new WWE Divas champion, me.
You've got to be kidding me. I guess this explains why I was told to inform Red that the Divas Championship was already spoken for.
You know, maybe in the future, Trey, you should be a little more careful about who sees your phone. You never know what they could find on there. Like maybe even a copy of a list outlining all their friends' dreams and ambitions.
Clearly, Red has heard and seen enough.
Oh, she should be mad at her friend Trey for letting all this happen.
Let's go, right now, you and me.
I'm a prize fighter, and considering I've got the prize, I decide when I fight. So run along. Maybe there's something else you can cross off your list, like find someone who will take me out on a date, or fix my jacked up teeth. Those are real things on her list. I saw it.
I'm coming for you and that title.
Look out! This is getting out of hand.
You wanted this? Well, now you got it!
Thankfully, Trey is here to put an end to this.
It's Samoa Joe. Where did he come from?
It's obvious Brooklyn and Samoa Joe are always 2 steps ahead of Red and Trey.
And now Brooklyn is going to force Red to watch her best friend get destroyed by Samoa Joe yet again.
He's suffered enough. Come on, don't do it.
No!
Trey might be seriously injured. This is bad.
While Trey's condition's unclear, one thing is, the duo of Brooklyn Von Braun and Samoa Joe will annihilate anyone who attempts to get in their way.
So what's the verdict?
Nothing too serious. I'll just be out a couple weeks.
You're lucky. That could have ended your career.
It would take a much worse attack than that to end my career. Or being offered the hosting gig on America's Next Top Hand Model, which is the best show on TV, hands down. See? I'm a natural. So, are you mad that Brooklyn saw the list on my phone?
I was, but I think I'm over it, considering you almost got snapped in half trying to help me. Besides, I just found out next week I have a #1 contenders match for the Divas Championship. So I'm still gonna cross it off the list.
Good. At least one of us will be in the title picture.
What do you mean? Aren't you gonna use your rematch clause when you heal up?
I would if I had one. Turns out one of the other loose ends Brooklyn took care of before she stepped down as GM was removing the rematch clause from my contract. So if I want another shot at Samoa Joe, I'm gonna have to earn it just like anyone else.
I know you can do it. But first, you need to focus on getting better.
I guess it's just like on America's Next Top Hand Model when Andrea jammed her finger playing volleyball and lost the Christmas engagement ring campaign. It took a lot of hard work and moisturizing, but in a couple months her hand was back in top form and she booked the Valentine's Day spot, which was way bigger than the Christmas gig.
I must have missed that episode.
I can get you a copy. I have every one of them saved.
I think I got the gist of it.
Your loss.
The following contest is a fatal four-way match. Making her way to the ring from Jersey City, New Jersey, Malenko.
Guys, we have 4 of WWE's biggest names set to do battle here tonight.
And Michael, I can realistically see any one of these 4 superstars winning this match, which is what makes this match so unpredictable.
And she's obviously proud of what she's been able to accomplish over the course of her career, as well she should be.
I can respect that, Michael. She clearly has worked hard to get where she is, but she also has to remember that she has a long way to go.
It's boss time. Here comes Sasha.
And her opponents, first, from Boston, Massachusetts, Sasha.
Here comes the Kiwi.
Don't let the appearance fool you. Dakota Kai will kick your face clean off your head.
From Auckland, New Zealand, Dakota Kai.
Dakota Kai calls herself the captain of Team Kick, but how exactly does one join Team Kick in the first place? Is there a vice president? Is there a treasurer?
Ooh, I call dibs.
Saxton, you can't call dibs on an imaginary position in an imaginary team, you goof.
The powerful Nia Jax.
And from San Diego, California, Nia Jax.
One of the most dominant women in WWE history.
Physically unparalleled in the women's division, Nia Jax has imposed her will on everyone that stepped in the ring as opposition.
An incredible pedigree for success for Nia Jax. If you're just joining us on SmackDown Live, this fatal four-way match will determine the #1 contender for Brooklyn Von Braun's WWE Divas Championship.
Yes, you heard that correctly. Brooklyn petitioned WWE officials to bring the Divas Championship out of retirement and award it to her simply out of spite towards Red.
The Divas Championship actually holds a lot of personal meaning for Red, and it was one of the final milestones she wanted to cross off her list.
You two are acting like Red's been barred from ever holding the Divas Championship. She still has that opportunity if she can win this match and then defeat Brooklyn Von Braun.
Backslide driver.
You know what they call that? Something no one would ever do to me.
Oh, it didn't go as planned there.
Luthez press.
Fuck up. Burn. Well, it's not really my thing, but the crowd is loving Sasha's act.
Uh-oh,
The top rope. Planted neck first. Changes her fortune there. Oh, able to counter. We'll have to see which one of these four superstars can get that first pin or submission to get the W here. Incredible. There was a lot of force behind that one. Again with it. She's showing no mercy tonight.
Nothing's going to stop her now.
That is a beautiful thing to watch. Face buster.
Narrowly avoiding trouble.
Yeah, that could have been bad.
Nice back rotation suplex. Oh, what a forearm. Oh, what a right hand.
Oh, my God. She's taken to the floor when she can be ever so dangerous.
Oh, man, inverted backbreaker.
Ow. There she goes.
Beautiful drop kick. Evading possible disaster there.
Bam, what a slam. Inside the ring now.
Bankrupt. Oh, again!
Gets her again.
Man, she really knows how to handle herself, huh?
And there's the reversal from Sasha Banks.
Oh, wow!
Frankensteiner.
Nice.
Incredible.
There was a lot of force behind that one. Oh!
Boom, impact. She just keeps using that.
Hey, wouldn't you? Harsh impact.
Ooh. Incredible.
There was a lot of force behind that one. The Fatal 4-Way match works like this. 4 superstars are in the ring all at once. There are no countouts and no disqualifications. You have 4 superstars who are throwing down in the ring all at the same time, and they can fight anywhere they want to. It's mass hysteria.
And now that one's countered.
That was impressive, Michael.
Again with it.
She's showing no mercy tonight.
There it is.
Did you hear that crack?
Oh, nasty impact.
Sasha Banks dodged out of the way there.
Oh, man, check out this power.
She returns the favor there.
Oh, from behind.
Oh, wow.
Frankensteiner.
Nice.
Looks like she has other plans here, Byron.
I'm sure they're not going to be pleasant.
She's dazed in the corner there. A striking blow. Toss to the outside. And stomping away in the corner. Look at this. Nia Jax is letting everyone know exactly how she feels. Here it comes.
Selena Del Sol. Bad news for the boss. Oh, your winner of the Fatal 4-Way.
Here is your winner, Malenko.
The dust is settled. And there's your winner of this Fatal 4-Way match.
Wow, I can't believe what these 4 competitors just put their bodies through. What a battle.
And it's matches like this one that make SmackDown such a success. Thank you so much for joining us.
At the Royal Rumble, the WWE Universe will witness a night of firsts. It'll be the first time the WWE Divas Championship has been defended in nearly 15 years. And it'll be the first time these 2 longtime rivals step inside the ring and face each other in a one-on-one match. So ladies, all that's left is to sign the contract and make this unprecedented night official.
Byron, as former GM of SmackDown Live, I conducted quite a few contract signings, and let me just say, you're doing a terrible job. You didn't even give me a chance to embarrass my opponent.
Sorry.
Now, Byron mentioned this is going to be the first official match between Red and I, but we've had our share of fights over the years. So I wanted to take the WWE Universe back to when Red and I were in high school to see actual footage from our very first fight. Well, it was really more of a one-sided beatdown. This is what happens when you mess with the captain of the wrestling team. What are you gonna do? Hit me with a steel chair? Put me through a table?
I'm going to get help.
Everyone already knows Hothead Red, but let me introduce you to her best friend, Trey. Get it? Because he busted his butt on a lunch tray. is her nickname. Hot Head Red. 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 At the Royal Rumble, our next fight is going to end just like they always have. You on the ground, screaming in pain, tapping out to the biggest crossover star in WWE history, the American hero, Brooklyn Von Braun!
I'll do my talking in the ring at the Royal Rumble.
Wait, before you leave, I have a gift for you. To commemorate our big match and also honor our very first fight. Come on, it's rude to turn down a gift.
Of course, Hothead Red loses her temper.
She was provoked.
I hope Red's happy, but if you ask me, this type of juvenile behavior should have stayed in high school.
No matter how you feel about what just transpired, these two lifelong rivals will finally settle their differences once and for all at the Royal Rumble.
Welcome to a special live edition of Women Who Fight, covering all the fallout from SmackDown 1500. There is certainly a lot to cover.
Well, let's start with the fact that there's a new WWE champion thanks to the actions of Brooklyn Von Braun.
We can only speculate at this point, but it looked like Brooklyn and Samoa Joe might have been planning this for quite a while.
Well, I want to hear an explanation from Brooklyn, and knowing her, I'm sure we will. But it doesn't take a genius to connect the dots. This was a setup. And I think it started with Brooklyn teaming with Trey in the Mixed Match Challenge in order to earn his trust.
Yeah, looking back on it all now, her sudden change of heart was just way too good to be true.
Look, this might be controversial, but you have to applaud Brooklyn in some way.
What? Why?
Because she came into Red and Trey's domain and in just a short time managed to pull all the necessary strings to not only embarrass them, but also position herself as the most powerful woman in WWE. Like it or not, that's impressive.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's how I'd describe it. Deceitful? Maybe vile, perhaps, but impressive? No.
Look, you're obviously biased towards Red and Trey since they're longtime WWE superstars. And when an outsider from MMA comes in and dominates them at their own game, it doesn't sit well. I get it.
That's not what this is about. It's about right and wrong.
No.
And Brooklyn is clearly wrong here.
No, I don't think it's that simple.
Oh, whatever. I mean, lost in the shuffle of all of this is that Red announced she wanted to bring back the Divas Championship, but was informed that it was already spoken for.
Well,
and we'll speculate on what that could possibly mean when we come back.
Well, maybe we can have a bias-free discussion on that.
Coleman, it's almost time for one of my favorite days of the year.
National Kazoo Day?
Okay, that is a great day, but I was actually referring to the Royal Rumble.
Oh, yeah. Right. Are you in it this year?
Nah, unfortunately, I'm not. I've been nursing a bit of an ankle injury, and old Buzz doesn't recover quite as quickly as he used to back in the day.
Cool story. No one's buying it. So when should I expect you to be out there? Early on, or maybe as a big surprise near the end?
I'm not in it, I swear.
I've known you for like 15 years now, and I know when you're lying. You have that tell where you touch your face.
We're talking on the phone. How would you even know if I touched my face?
I heard you do it with my bionic ear.
You don't have a bionic ear.
I've considered getting one.
Anyway, since I'm definitely not in the Royal Rumble, I'm going to predict Adam Cole to win it all. I think he's determined to get back in the title picture after his last run ended at the hands of Samoa Joe and Trey. Who do you got, Cole?
Buzz?
Seriously? Look, for the last time, I'm not in the Rumble.
I just heard your hand brush against your face. You are in the Rumble. I knew it.
Let's take a break from all of this.
I wrote a special song for the Royal Rumble. Want to hear it?
Not really.
Well, I'm going to play it anyway. Well, I've been searching all these years for a sign to show me the way. But it was right in front of me, and he went by the name of Trey. You see, this man's been lucky his entire stupid career, so I knew if he could succeed, I had nothing to fear. Tonight I outlast 29 men so I can get my shot at the gold. And then the universe walks with Elias in the greatest tale ever told. So what do you think?
I think you're going to have to rewrite your song after tonight.
So what number did you get for the Royal Rumble match?
2.
Oh, well, that's a really tough draw. But I'm sure lots of people have won from that spot. Wait, is that piece of paper with your number on it folded in half?
Oh, yeah, it is. It's not 2, it's 23.
Okay, now I like your chances a little better. Not that I was doubting you before.
Like, after I win the Rumble, I can't wait to watch you put Brooklyn in her place once and for all.
She may have gotten the better of me in the past, but tonight's different. She has to step into my ring.
Yeah.
My only concern is she might pull something cheap, like having Samoa Joe get involved.
I'll make sure that doesn't happen. By the way, have you seen Sin Cara? I think I owe him an apology.
Why?
When I thought I drew number 2, I may have thrown a slight tantrum and damaged his mini trampoline. I'm not sure he even knows how to get into the ring without that.
I think he'll manage for one night. Besides, we have bigger things to worry about.
Okay.
Guys, Tyler Breeze has been unsuccessfully trying to eliminate Otis for quite a while now.
He's going to need to eat a lot more steaks and lift a lot more weights if he wants to throw Otis over the top rope.
Adam Cole from behind, and he eliminates both of them.
And now Adam Cole is all alone in the ring, giving him a chance to catch his breath before the next superstar enters.
Here we go. Who's it gonna be?
It's Sin Cara!
Well, what just happened there?
His trampoline exploded.
Is he okay?
Considering he just hit the apron rib first at full speed, I'm gonna go with no.
Unfortunately, it looks like Sin Cara will not be able to compete in the Royal Rumble match.
I guess we're moving on to our next entrant.
It's Trey.
Adam Cole can't wait to get his hands on him.
Sorry, man. That's on me.
These two certainly have some unfinished business as Trey defeated Adam Cole for the WWE Championship thanks to Samoa Joe's interference.
We all know how this works. We start with two competitors in the ring, and new superstars join the fun at regular intervals.
But that's not the fun part, Byron. The fun is seeing these superstars get eliminated one by one, tossed over the top rope and landing on the arena floor. So many dreams will be dashed tonight. I love it.
Speaking of dash dreams, how does it affect the superstar's psyche to be eliminated here?
Well, it's a big opportunity you lose, but since you'll be joining many other eliminated competitors, you can argue that their misery loves company.
Sitting next to you, I know exactly how that feels.
Ouch.
Armbreaker!
Man, Seth Rollins is just relentless.
His offense is on point right now.
If he can sustain this kind of effort, the match is his.
Slammed with authority.
Who's it gonna be, fellas?
Make no mistake about it, Seth Rollins is in trouble here. Again! Oh, we have a new superstar entering the fray here.
This should be interesting.
Belly to back suplex. Hammerlock.
Uh-oh.
Well measured.
Great counter.
Impressive in-ring IQ on display. Which superstar is this going to be?
Oh, he's in a bad spot now. Yeah, he's got to find a way out of that corner. Forearm to the kidneys. Oh, what a right.
Man, that's some attitude behind it.
Got him up.
Adam Cole, baby.
Ooh, what impact. Harsh impact.
Straight punch. Man, Seth Rollins, what offense. Here we go. Oh, scoop slam. Look out. Here he comes, guys.
And you know he can be a major difference maker here.
Been eliminated.
Seth Rollins finds a way out.
Oh, such a dynamic maneuver from Elias.
Point of the elbow, nailed it. Now with complete control.
He might have him here. I think you're right, Michael.
He's one step ahead there.
Great technical know-how on display.
Rollins has been
Another
eliminated.
counter. It's like they're both somehow one step ahead of each other.
Oh, what a knee lift. Oh, that hurt right to the kidney.
Golly.
Jumping neck breaker. Ouch.
Hooked up.
Back suplex.
Wasn't expecting that.
Oh, right to the gut. He caught him slipping.
Rude awakening neck breaker.
Down to the floor. There's the elimination,
Adam
Corey.
Cole
What took him so long?
Been eliminated.
Oh, look at that. Scoop slam. Oh, Corey, he unloaded there. In the face.
Straight punch.
The
Nothing
new
fancy.
Daniel Bryan
Wicked
has
body
been
shot.
eliminated.
Oh, my God. Uh-oh.
Delivering the suplex.
Talk about rocking the jaw.
Punch right to the face.
Velveteen Dream has
He's
been
definitely being the
eliminated.
aggressor here.
Yeah, well, it's not how you start, but how you finish. This can't bode well.
Driver.
Spiked him.
We might just be seconds away from the end.
Uh-oh, this might be the end of Elias.
Right. Maybe not.
Ladies and gentlemen, Elias has been eliminated.
Setting it up. Whoa, got it.
Is this what he needs for the win? A second time has to end this. Guys, I don't think we can watch a Royal Rumble match without mentioning the mastermind behind the epic event.
Of course, that person is WWE Hall of Famer Pat Patterson, a true legend.
Suplex.
Back between the ropes. Reflecting a bit more on Pat Patterson creating the Rumble, I can tell you that the concept wasn't initially welcomed with great fondness.
Kevin Owens
Imagine
has
pitching
been
a battle
eliminated.
royal that starts with just 2 people. On paper, that's a tough sell. But when it comes to Patterson,
He's going back to the well.
driver spiked him. Is it enough? Is it enough? That has got to be the one.
There he goes, crashing to the floor.
Ricochet
He did it.
has
Trey
been
has won the
eliminated.
Royal Rumble and will now go on to fight for a championship at WrestleMania.
Wait a second. Why is the countdown clock starting up again? The Rumble's over.
Apparently, there's another entrant.
Hold on, it can't be.
Is that who I think it is?
No way.
It's the President of the United States of America. President Rock is in the Royal Rumble.
This is unbelievable. We all thought the match was over, but I guess there are 31 entrants this year.
It's the president. He can do whatever he wants.
We're all witnessing history. For the first time ever, the President is competing in the Royal Rumble.
And Trey has to beat him to go to WrestleMania.
Over the years, there have been numerous surprise entrants in the Royal Rumble, from returning superstars to legends and even celebrities. But none of them were bigger than this.
Surprise factor aside, what can we expect to see from President Rock tonight? I mean, as of late, all of his fierce opponents have been of the political variety in Washington. What kind of fighting shape is he in?
Just look at him. I don't think he's missed a workout the entire time he's been in the Oval Office. In fact, I heard half of Air Force One has been converted into the top-of-the-line gym.
And don't forget, Trey's already been in the Rumble for a while. The President's completely rested.
You two may be right, but we're about to find out if our Commander-in-Chief has what it takes to win the Royal Rumble. He's executing on his plan perfectly.
He's capable of turning it on, but he's got to make sure he doesn't fade fast.
Lightning fast. Are we about to see it again?
Pile driver.
Here's his window. Will he take advantage? Oh, man, The Rock really needs to dig down deep.
vertical suplex. Bam.
Straight punch. Jarring. What a... Barring any more surprises, this time it's official. Trey has won the Royal Rumble and will compete for a title at WrestleMania.
I still can't believe what we just witnessed. This is going to make headlines all around the world.
It looks like the president's not finished with Trey.
Trey has earned the president's seal of approval.
Maybe he's in line for a cabinet position.
Let's not get carried away, Saxton.
He should at least get an invite to the White House.
You've known the president for a long time, Cole. You been to the White House yet?
No, but he's a busy guy. I'm sure he'll get around to inviting me. Anyway, congratulations again to Trey on this history-making night.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. It is for the WWE Divas Championship.
Here we go, gentlemen. Huge title match coming up.
And a huge opportunity for the champ to prove to everyone that there truly is none better in all of WWE right now. It's the woman so famous they named a borough after her, Brooklyn Von Braun.
Introducing the challenger, from Jersey City, New Jersey, Malenko. And introducing the champion, she is the WWE Divas Champion, the American Hero, Brooklyn Von Braun.
The historic Divas title may have a new owner tonight. The match with nearly 2 decades of build-up has finally made it to a WWE ring. It's Red versus Brooklyn Von Braun.
Until recently, I would have thought Red had the advantage with Brooklyn Von Braun stepping onto her turf. but Brooklyn's transition from MMA to WWE has been virtually seamless.
Very similar to how quickly Ronda Rousey was able to get acclimated in WWE.
With that being said, tonight's outcome is extremely difficult to predict, as this might be one of the most personal conflicts we've ever witnessed. She steers clear there. Anticipated that attack perfectly.
Textbook head scissor takeover.
Very nicely done. I can't wait for this one. The great women's superstars of WWE battling it out for the women's title.
So ruthless.
Reverses, can she take advantage?
High angle belly to back suplex.
A running swanton. So agile. The champ getting put on the back foot here.
She can withstand the punishment, though.
Red and Brooklyn are going back and forth, taking out years of frustration on each other.
Looks like Red's got the upper hand for now.
Red with the tackle.
And now both women are down.
So far, these two have been matching each other move for move. One of them needs to somehow gain an edge.
And there you see Samoa Joe watching this heated battle.
I think he's headed out here to provide that edge Brooklyn needs.
Trey nails him from behind. He was ready to stop him. We're going to see the walls come down here. This is out of control.
I don't like the looks of this.
I don't either, Corey, not one bit. The backstage area is no place to settle your differences.
Whack.
Michael, that gives new meaning to have a seat.
Oh, again. Again.
Hey, it seems to be working for him. Great decision by Joe to capitalize.
No, another reversal.
Neither one of them are willing to give an inch here.
Whack.
Michael, that gives new meaning to have a seat.
Ooh, what impact. Oh, and he lands it.
Really relying on that tonight. Oh!
Whack.
Michael, that gives new meaning to have a seat.
He's trying again.
Boom! Trey manages to get Samoa Joe down, but for how long?
Wait, what's Trey doing?
I think he's going to put Joe inside the trunk of that car.
He's going to try to. Joe's dead weight.
Oh, that's one way to stop Samoa Joe from interfering.
Yeah, assuming that trunk is strong enough to contain Joe and his enhanced arm.
It looks like it'll do the job, for now at least. Red and Brooklyn are finally recovering after we cut away to see what was happening backstage between Trey and Samoa Joe.
I'm just glad that thanks to Trey, we're going to get a definitive winner in this match. Yeah, as long as one of them can make it back in the ring before the 10 count.
And they both do.
Neither of them are ready for this match to end.
For nearly a decade, the Divas title was the pinnacle for women's wrestling, and it's back up for grabs tonight.
Now, Michael, you and I were there to call the final defense of this title at Roadblock in 2016, and I am excited to call it again right here tonight.
Oh, what an elbow! In the corner!
This is not where she wants to be, Michael, I can tell you that. Kick right to the midsection.
If you asked me at the beginning of the night, I'd tell you that there was no way this title reign was coming to an end. But now, I'm not so sure. The challenger just refuses to be denied here tonight.
From the middle row.
Things not going how she'd like.
She may have underestimated the opposition she'd face tonight.
Here she goes, back in the ring now.
Now, trampling the opposition.
She's bringing the pressure on now.
She's a lady that can crank it up at the drop of a hat.
Back suplex.
Oh, had that well scouted.
An impressive series of moves.
Looks like nobody's budging, Cole. Kick right to the midsection.
Amazing reflexes on display.
Hooked them up. High angle belly to back suplex. Oh. Boom.
This match may be nearing its limit.
Yeah, this could be the end of the road for her.
Wow, she turned that one around.
Not again.
One of these competitors is eventually going to have to gain the upper hand. All the way. Oh, look out.
Really showing some acrobatic expertise here.
Guess not.
Man. She got out of the way there. Her evasion techniques are on point. Gets out of the way.
And fast.
Oh, looks like we're gonna see it. Selena Del Sol. Will that be it?
Red has done it. Not only has she defeated the woman who's tormented her for years, but she's also achieved a childhood dream in capturing the WWE Divas Championship.
This has to feel like a giant weight has been lifted off of Red in so many ways.
And here comes Red's best friend to join in the celebration.
Respect to Red for being able to achieve the seemingly impossible. This is truly a special night for her, both personally and professionally.
I knew you'd be here early. You always were an overachiever.
You here to demand your rematch? Because I have no problem beating you again tonight.
There's not going to be a rematch.
You're giving up that easily?
No, there's not going to be a rematch because you're going to announce your retirement tonight.
That's news to me.
It's why I wanted to find you first thing, so you could start writing your big farewell speech. But that kind of emotional garbage should actually come easily to you. I mean, if you get stuck, you could just borrow something from your earlier writing. You've probably asked yourself a million times, why? Why didn't they want to be my parents? The truth is, we did, but we had to make the hardest decision of our lives because we didn't feel we could give you the life you deserved. Garbage, garbage, garbage. Love always, your mom and dad. That's right. I found out you wrote that little piece of fiction kicking off 20 years of lies to your best friend. His real parents are dead, and you've been stringing him along this entire time, making him think they're alive just so you'd have one friend in your depressing life. You never told him the truth, even when he continued to pathetically leave 2 empty seats for them that would never be filled.
Why? Why are you doing this?
The why doesn't really matter. Right now, you should be more concerned with the what, as in what could happen next. I could expose you and all your lies, destroying your life, your reputation, and most of all, your friendship with Trey. Or you can retire immediately, and I'll make your secret my secret. But one way or another, it's happening tonight.
I know walking away from everything you've worked for will be the hardest thing you've ever done, but you have to keep our secret. Please. And that's how I won the WWE Divas Championship, crossing off one of the most elusive things on the list. But the Divas Championship wasn't just a title. That's my mom and dad. It was more than that. It was...
Sorry, I think something amazing just happened. Earlier today, I received a note saying I would finally get to meet my birth parents at the Hall of Fame ceremony tonight, and I think they just arrived.
I don't know what's happening.
I apologize if I'm a little distracted.
Who are those people?
I've been waiting for this moment my entire life. We're almost done here, so I'll catch up with you real soon, okay? Sorry again for cutting you off. Where were you?
There's really not much left to say, other than to cover how we ended up here tonight. When I defeated my lifelong nemesis to capture this championship, the same championship I dreamed of winning as a young girl, it was an amazing feeling. But after that wore off, I was consumed by a range of different emotions, ones that I hadn't felt in a very long time. Satisfaction, relief, peace of mind. The fire that drove me throughout my career to come out here and fight on a nightly basis was suddenly gone. I went from thinking, what's next, to what's left. And I realized that after crossing off the most elusive item on the list, the answer was Not much. Because I accomplished everything I set out to do and way more. So I had to be honest with myself. If I kept going, everything after would feel like a letdown. And that's not how I want to live my life or remember my career. So with all that being said, I'm here tonight to relinquish the Divas Championship and announce my retirement from WWE effective immediately.
Is this actually happening?
Unfortunately, I think it is.
Now, I know this is probably shocking, and some of you might be disappointed or upset, but this isn't necessarily a bad thing. I've lived this part of my life to the fullest, and now it's time for me to go explore other challenges. And who knows, maybe I'll try acting again. You all saw how my only other audition went. Can't go worse than that, right? Finally, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for supporting me for all these years. Please continue to back the next women who take my place, who I am certain will be stronger, more athletic, and hopefully a little less temperamental than I was. So, yeah, that's it. Thanks, everyone.
I'm not really sure what to say. I'm stunned.
I think we all are. No one was expecting this.
Thank you, Red.
Yes, thank you. And we wish you all the best.
What was that? You can't retire. You've got years left on your career.
I'm sorry, but I need you to try to understand.
Maybe I could wrap my head around it if I had a little more warning. I mean, when you texted me, make sure you watch my promo tonight, I was expecting you had some clever line about Brooklyn, not that you were going to walk away from WWE.
This wasn't something I was planning for a long time. It happened quickly.
Okay, fine, but if you're done, then I'm done. We're a package deal, remember?
No, what? Don't do this.
I need you to try to understand.
What about the title shot you just earned in the Royal Rumble? And getting revenge on Samoa Joe for everything he's done?
None of that matters if you're not along for the ride, too.
You need to think about this some more. You're making an impulsive decision.
I've made up my mind. I'm done.
I never expected my plan to work this well and cause your idiot friend to retire too. It's like getting rid of two turds with one stone.
This isn't over.
But it is over, and that's the best part of all of this. Anyway, just wanted to wish you a happy early retirement. Maybe you can take up bingo or going to dinner at 3 p.m. or yelling at kids in your neighborhood. If you kick that ball in my yard one more time, I'm going to put you on my list. Hilarious. See you, never again.
We're going live with your show intro in 5 minutes.
Thanks. Just let me run through it once to make sure I've got it. Who will be named as your top 10? Prepare yourself for drama as our contestants get their hands dirty, glad-handing with the CEO of a manure company to see who can get the upper hand for their fall fertilizer campaign. It's all hands on deck. Coming up next on America's Next Top Hand Model. Do you think there's too many hand puns?
It's perfect. It's not heavy-handed at all.
I see what you did there. Hey, sorry I missed your other call. I'm at my new hosting gig. Look, if this is about getting Baron Corbin a spot on the show, I'm still relatively new here, so I don't think I have that kind of pull yet. Oh, okay, good, because honestly, I don't think Baron's hands are anything to write home about. Wait, what'd you say? Really? That's amazing! Did you tell Red yet? Yeah, she's been hard to reach lately. Okay, I'll try her. This is truly an honor. Thank you so much. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, I'm gonna be famous-er. I'm gonna be famous-er. Ah! Yes!
That's my ring and my championship. I hate you, Brooklyn. What?
Hey, it's been a while. How's it going?
I'm great. I'm on vacation at the beach, which is why no one's been able to reach me. Trying to disconnect, you know?
Oh, that's good to hear. I only have a minute, so I'll make this quick. I just got some amazing news. We're going into the WWE Hall of Fame together.
Really? Wow, I'm shocked. I mean, I thought it would happen someday, but definitely not this fast.
They didn't say this, but I'm assuming they want to capitalize on my crossover appeal as host of ANTHM.
I'm sure that's it.
I know we didn't expect our careers to end the way they did, but it's nice to know we accomplished enough to go into the Hall of Fame. And more importantly, we're going in together, just like it's always been.
Yeah, it is nice.
Hey, I gotta run. Don't relax too much. You know what they say about idle hands. Ooh, I gotta work that into tonight's show.
Congrats.
You too. Ooh, I wish I could see Brooklyn's reaction.
I'm sure she won't be happy. Which makes me happy.
Move! Don't look at me! Don't look at me! Get out of my way! Are you kidding me? Those two pieces of human trash are going into the Hall of Fame? This has to be a joke! They were only in the WWE for a cup of coffee. You know what? An actual cup of coffee deserves to be inducted before they do!
Take it easy. We're all entitled to our opinions, but there are certain realities you can't dispute. While Red and Trey may have had shorter careers than the typical Hall of Famer, the impact they made during that time was tremendous. So it doesn't matter if you or anyone else disagrees, they are going to get the recognition they deserve.
We'll see about that.
Man, feels like we've been up here for like 15 hours. Hope everyone's still with us. But, I think that pretty much sums everything up, right?
Yeah, I think we covered it all.
And there's only one thing left to do. List, please. It's time to cross off one final list item together. Get inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame. Shoot, I think I forgot a pen.
Seriously?
I've got one you can use.
I'm sure someone else in this arena has a spare pen, so you can go sit down.
Take it easy. I just wanted to come up here in front of the world to say congratulations and finally put our differences behind us. I would never do anything to take away from your special night that you so rightfully deserve. Trey, even your birth parents are here, which is amazing. Stand up, please. But before you finish up, there's just one thing I want to mention that you left out of your speech. You see, Red wasn't 100% honest about what led to her retirement and later her best friends. In fact, it turns out she has a little secret, which is the real reason she walked away from WWE.
You have to do something. She's gonna ruin everything. I'm sorry, but I'm done hiding this for us. It's over.
What really happened was I found out the truth behind this secret, and she didn't want me to tell anyone. So she chose to retire instead. But I couldn't sit back and let her get away without everyone knowing the real Red. So let's start with this. That lovely older couple in the audience, they're not Trey's parents. I know, because they're fakes I hired to be here. That letter you got that said they were coming tonight, also a fake. But if you want to see your real parents, I can make that happen. Here they are. Yeah, that pretty much says it all. And look at the date there. They were already long gone by the time we were in high school. Which makes you wonder, Trey, how could they have written you a letter? Maybe someone else wrote it to try to manipulate you into doing whatever they wanted. And maybe that person was so miserable and lonely, they had to resort to something morbid like that to ensure they always had a friend at their side. But who would do such a terrible thing? Certainly not your so-called best friend, right?
Is this true?
We're not finished here. If you come any closer, I will crush his neck. And the same goes for anyone else. If you try to stop us, I will end him.
Do you need me to make another ice machine run?
You know, there's some wounds that ice can't heal. What?
You have to admit, that was a pretty cheesy line.
You know, you have a really strange way of apologizing.
I'm sorry. It's just, we've been working through this all night, and I think I'm starting to lose it. Look, you know how I truly feel. You also know me better than anyone else. I made a stupid decision to protect you when we were kids, and it just kept escalating from there. I wanted to tell you so many times, but it got harder and harder, especially when you started leaving the tickets. I couldn't bring myself to take that away from you. It would be like you finding out that America's Next Top Hand model was fixed.
Wait, is it? Did you hear something?
No, I was just using that as an example.
Okay, because I don't think I could handle that right now. I think I always knew deep down that it was all too good to be true, that I'd never meet them, but I guess a part of me wanted to believe that maybe something bigger would come out of all of this, that it wasn't just about action figures or championships or entertaining millions of people, that it would help me find a part of myself that was missing.
But maybe something bigger did come out of all this. This wasn't about finding two people who would fill a hole in your life. It was about millions of people finding you to fill holes in their lives.
Now that was cheesy.
But it's true.
Maybe.
I have something for you.
Please don't tell me this is a letter from my long-lost aunt and uncle telling me to forgive my best friend.
Just open it.
What's this all about?
It's our new list. On one of my ice machine runs, or maybe it was one of the times you locked me out of the room, I can't remember, but I made some phone calls to management, and it's unprecedented, but they've agreed to let us get revenge on Brooklyn and Samoa Joe at tomorrow night's WrestleMania, assuming you're on board.
I guess we're coming out of retirement. This has to be some kind of record.
There's one other thing you need to know. Brooklyn and Samoa Joe agreed to the match, but only if we put our Hall of Fame spots on the line.
You really want to do this?
If we don't fight back after what they did, then we don't deserve those spots.
Package deal. I'm in.
Hey, just wanted to let you know, I left 2 open seats in the audience just like you always did.
Why? I mean, obviously my birth parents aren't showing up anytime soon. So was it just for good luck or out of respect or something?
You'll see.
In just a few hours, whatever horrible nightmare we've been living in will finally come to an end. when the American hero takes her rightful spot in the WWE Hall of Fame alongside Samoa Joe. You know, there aren't many things that truly give me joy.